Hi there, Damien here, public speaking and performance coach, bringing you some public speaking tips and advice to help you overcome presentation and public speaking nerves. In my last video, I spoke about the fact that when we experience public speaking anxiety, the body literally reacts as if it is in physical danger. These symptoms include rapidly beating heart, hands shaking, becoming out of breath, not being able to focus, and these are the exact same symptoms that we may experience if we are in physical danger. Now, as I mentioned, in a physically dangerous situation, these symptoms may be very useful, as they are what enable the fight or flight reaction to occur. But what is not so appropriate is if we are sat in an office or sat in an auditorium waiting to give a speech, and our body is reacting as if it is about to become attacked. So, one of the questions that you may have is, well, why does my body react like this? Why do I feel as if I'm in physical danger if I'm only giving a speech? Well, you see, to the mind, it's the mind that's having this reaction. It's the mind that's racing and thinking something bad's going to happen. And to the mind, if we have public speaking fear, what the mind is saying to itself is, you are in danger. You're in danger of being exposed. You're in danger of being judged negatively. You're in danger of being rejected. And so whilst this isn't a physical danger, to the mind, what the mind, or I'm going to use the word the ego, what the ego fears is the death of itself. In other words, we all have an image of ourselves, an idea of who we think we are. And most of the time we want people to see us in a particular way. We want them to think that we're competent, we want them to think that we're able. We don't want them to think that we're incompetent or we're not capable of doing something. Now, in a public speaking scenario, the mind starts to think, oh, well, I can't control everyone's opinion of me. They may start to think negative things about me. This image that I've been constructing all of these years, it's going to start to crumble. And that, to the mind or the ego, is as threatening as physical danger. Whilst the death that we're talking about is not a physical death, it is the death of an identity. And for some of us, that is terrifying. So that's really, in a nutshell, very briefly, the reason that we do feel such overwhelming feelings. Because to the mind, it may as well be being chased by a bear or a lion down the street when it's about to give a presentation. The mind, the ego, cannot see the future and cannot control the future. So this idea that we're about to do a speech and step into a room where anything could happen in other people's minds. Physically, we may not be in danger, but certainly emotionally to the ego we are. The ego fears that our complete identity will be dismantled and deconstructed by those watching us. And that, for many people, is terrifying. So I always like to say, don't think of your public speaking anxiety as just a small thing and it's ridiculous. It's there for a very, very good and logical reason. The mind, the ego, is trying to protect you. And I'm going to talk about that in another video. But just remember, to the mind, to the ego, it is as if you are in physical danger. And in the last video I gave you some tips on how you can overcome that. So refer to that if you like to learn more. Okay, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe this video and stay tuned for more tips. Until next time.